stuffed pork chops with Chipotle Balsamic Glaze coming up next from the mountains here on the Idea Plate. Inspiration for this recipe comes from a local farm we frequently visit in North Georgia called Mercier Orchards. They have incredible produce and a lot of specialty items. I'll leave a link in the description below. During this visit, we got some delicious peaches that I thought would pair well with the brie as a filling for the stuffed pork chops. To prepare the filling, melt 1 tablespoon of unsalted butter in a 10-inch frying pan over medium heat and sauté a 1/4 cup of thinly sliced shallots. Season with a pinch of kosher salt and some fresh cracked black pepper. Once the shallots become translucent, add a cup of diced fresh peaches. As the peaches cook and release their juices, add 1/3 cup of dried cranberries. The natural juices from the fruit will rehydrate the cranberries. Sauté for 5 to 7 minutes and then remove from the heat. To prepare our pork chops, cut a few slices of brie about 1/4 inch thick and set aside. Season both sides of the pork chops with kosher salt, black pepper, and dried sage. Then cut a pocket in the pork chop. Using a deboning knife, start at the opposite end of the bone and make a small incision all the way back to the bone. Lengthen the incision on both sides until the pork chop will butterfly open. Place a slice of brie in each pork chop and top with 2 to 3 heaping tablespoons of the peach cranberry filling. To seal the chops, place a loop at the end of some butcher's twine, leaving additional string at the end for tying. Loop the twine around the bone to anchor, then wrap the twine in a figure-8 fashion to seal the chop. Tie the remaining end to the additional twine from the loop on the anchor and cut off the additional string. Place the pork chops on the grill and cook over medium heat for 5 to 7 minutes on each side or until you get an internal temperature of 145 degrees. You can pull the chops off the grill when they reach 135 degrees as they'll come up to 145 degrees during the resting period. To finish the pork chops, we're making a simple Chipotle Balsamic reduction to add as a glaze. Place a 2-quart saucepan over medium heat and add 1.5 cups of balsamic vinegar. Simmer for 5 to 7 minutes. Then add 2 to 3 tablespoons of adobo sauce from a can of chipotle peppers. Continue to simmer until the balsamic vinegar has reduced in half and has a honey-like consistency. When your chops are ready for serving, drizzle with a little of this Chipotle Balsamic Glaze. Okay, let's take a taste. Pull that off with your finger. Thank you.
Like, took a minute. I stuffed it in my cheek so I could wait for you, and then put it in my mouth, and I was like, it's really good.
It's really good. You taste the cranberries and the peaches, the brie is nice and melty, and that rub on the outside, everything came out great. Thank you so much for joining us. We hope that you love this. We hope you got some value out of this. Please subscribe, like, and we'd love to see you next time here on The Idea Plate. From the mountains. Okay. I don't care. Whatever. We're done.
I'm gonna eat a peach.
Go ahead.